Hi everyone, full moon blessings. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Claire. This is the Goddess Enchantments channel, and today we are going to be making a crystal grid for the current full moon, which is a full moon in Pisces known as the corn moon. So if you're interested in learning more about this particular full moon, how to work with this full moon, what type of ritual to do, you can pop over to my closed Facebook community group where you will find lots of information there on how to work with this wonderful moon, as well as lives and extra videos that technically people on YouTube can't see because they're just for my members. So do come over and join us. The link is in the drop down below this video. So in this particular video, I'm going to be setting up my grid. So let's get out of the way a few questions that I know will come up because they came up after my last gridding. The auto cloth below is going to be back in stock, as well as all the other designs, at our Crystal Treasures event in a week and a half that takes place in our closed Facebook community. So this one, the 4 elements, the 4 seasons, all of the beautiful auto cloths, including the bast ones as well. So come over to the group for that. The grid boards are also going to be restocked during that event as well. So we'll have the Flower of Life back and all the ones that are currently out of stock. I've also made sure that I have used crystals that are either in stock on the website currently or going to be available during that event, because I had lots of questions on my last video of, Claire, do you have these crystals? Where can I get these crystals? So if I'm using ones from my personal collection, it's a bit harder for you to get your hands on. So we are going to be starting with our generator, which is the center of any grid. It, as the name suggests, is your power source. If you're brand new to gridding, I highly suggest going back onto the channel and watching my how to grid, how to activate, deactivate, choose your crystals, so you can get a bit of gridding background. So in the center of our grid is going to be this beautiful honey calcite generator. This is the smallest of the ones that I have for Crystal Treasures. Look at the clarity. Oh my gosh, such beautiful energy. And I am using this today to represent abundance, to represent the corn moon, and to really call in the harvest energies that are around us at this time as we move from the first to the second harvest as the wheel turns once again. So that's going to go in the center of my grid, and I'm using a mandala grid board today. Now the next thing I'm going to lay down is my chipstones, because they are a lot smaller. When you're gridding, you always want to work clockwise around your board. When I'm using chipstones, I do like to put them down first because they're tiny and they're easily knocked. So let me grab all of those. And I'm going to be using Aquamarine. Obviously, this helps represent the Piscean energy. It's also a very calming, a relaxing energy. Helps bring us to a place of self-care. So I'm going to be placing these starting at the top, just in the little petals around my mandala here, going clockwise at all times, like so. And I'm also going to be placing these on this particular outside petal of the mandala as well. And like I said before, see the instructional video, but these have already been cleansed, they've already been charged, and they've already been programmed as well. So now the first main crystal that I'm going to place is these blue and green Kyanite tumble stones. Now green Kyanite is all about physical healing. Blue Kyanite is all about energy rebalancing, balancing all of your chakras. It is a very, very powerful crystal for you to work with in crystal healing layouts for the body, gridding. Have it in your handbag, your pocket, your altar. I have these everywhere. So I'm going to place those first. So that's going to go here. And then again, coming round in clockwise direction. So this one is facing that one. And they're two, you can see they're joined facing each other. So as their energy meets with the generator, they're making their own energy stream. Now the next thing I'm going to do is place down some beautiful blue lace agate. Now this is really peaceful, it's really tranquil, it's a reminder of self-care. It's also a crystal that helps you speak your truth, helps you set gentle boundaries. So if you have seen the post over in the Facebook group, you'll understand that's a lot about what this particular full moon is calling us to do. So I'm going to place that one there, and I'm going to come round to its opposite and place it there. Now of course you could place them one at a time as you go round. I just find it's a really good organized way to do it, especially if I'm demonstrating gridding and I'm using the main spaces first, and then I'll go back round and fill in. So the next crystal I'm going to use is some ruby Fuchsite. Now Fuchsite, again, very much about healing, very much about coming back to balance. Then you have the ruby, which ignites your passions. It helps you to manifest. So any working that you're doing, if you're calling in abundance with this moon, add in a bit of ruby. It's going to give you that inspiration, that creativity. It's going to push you forward. If you're looking to manifest a new job, you want to make sure that you're thinking outside the box, especially in these trying times. So we're going to place that crystal next. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill in the smaller here. And I just like to do it that way because I feel like if I lay down the basis energies of my grid, and this changes from grid to grid, never get too stuck. Yes, you always want to be working clockwise, and yes, ideally you would have 2 of each so they can face each other, or even 4 of each. If you're on a flower of life, for example, 4 often works really well of the same crystal. So there are certain, not rules, but guidelines that will make your grid the most effective. But when it comes to setting it up, as long as you are sticking to that clockwise, you can move from different areas of your grid. You can change the position if you want, always checking in with your own intuition. So on this inside circle, starting with the first clockwise position, I am going to be placing these absolutely gorgeous, look at that black tourmaline inside quartz. These just not stunning. I love them. Let's look at them closer because these are some of my faves. Look at those. Such high grade. And black tourmaline is going to help protect us. It helps protect us physically. It helps protect our possessions as well. So our home, our car. It's great for safe travel. It's great for pain, psychic, it's all of the protections you could need. That's what we're going to work with black tourmaline for. And quartz, of course, is magnifying. It's the master healer. It magnifies any crystals within it, such as the tourmaline. And it also will help magnify the crystals within the grid. So I'm going to place one of those there. And then I'm going to place one of those facing it. Over you go. Over here. Then on our next section, I'm going to put some Moonstone because it wouldn't be a full moon grid without some. And I'm choosing the peach today because that's a very gentle energy, and with emotions running very high with this particular full moon. So we've got our calming energies of the blue lacer gate, for example, but we want something that's going to connect us to the moon energy, but it's also going to be a very gentle, nurturing connection. It's not going to make us more emotional, which sometimes Moonstone can bring emotions even further to the surface. So what this is doing is allowing you to gently connect with that moon energy and also soothe any emotions that are coming to the surface, help you to deal with them, help you to release them. So on with that one. Then next I'm going to place some of this gorgeous, I mean it looks almost black, but this is triple A grade. Look at that. Amethyst. There are rainbows all through these. They're so stunning. Such a dark purple. Oh my gosh. I want to keep them all, but I can't, of course. But just look at that amethyst. And that's all natural. It just amazes me that these things have all come out of Mother Earth. Nothing's been altered, treated, heated, nothing nasty. Is that not just perfect? So this is going to connect you with your upper chakras. It's going to connect you with your psychic gifts. It's also very protective. People often forget about the protective properties of amethyst, especially the darker amethysts. So this is also going to help you connect with your guides. It's going to be calming, so it's going to add again to bringing down those emotions from the heights that this particular moon is bringing out. So we are going to place those on our grid as well. So I've got like my base here, then we're going into slightly, these are slightly higher vibration crystals. Then I'm going to place some anchors for what I'm trying to do with this grid, which is manifest abundance. It is to work with that corn moon energy. So I have some beautiful natural, not treated amethyst, not that yucky stuff. I've got a whole video about that on YouTube if you want to watch about it. These are natural, untreated Brazilian citrines. These are a rough tumble. They are just, oh, so stunning. So I'm going to now add these around my board. And these obviously call in abundance of whatever it is you're manifesting. It doesn't have to be prosperity, although they are the best crystal for that. But it could be an abundance of good health. It could be an abundance of balance, an abundance of connection. And then last but not least, I'm going to get my quartz points. And I'm going to place these around the board facing inwards because this grid is for me. So I want to keep that energy in my own space rather than send it out. So I will place them at the edge with the points in. And these are beautiful, rough points, perfect for gridding because they're natural points. They've not had anything done to them. This is how they grew in Mama Earth. And that there is our full moon in Pisces, the corn moon crystal grid. Now, all I will do now, once I've turned this video off, is I will activate this grid with my wand, and then I will be able to leave it in place for as long as I would like. So if you would like to learn more about gridding, check out the rest of the channel. If you have enjoyed this video, please give this a thumbs up and do subscribe. Come over and join me in my closed Facebook group where you get to see me lots more. I have a lot of content over there. It's where I am most. But that is it from me. Have a wonderful full moon, whatever you choose to do and however you choose to celebrate. May it bring you many blessings. That is it from me. Blessed be everyone.